Welcome back to the Empowering Family Health podcast. Today in the show, we're going to be talking all about dreams and nightmares. And for many of us, we have all experienced a nightmare at some stage throughout our lives. But for some people, they may have continuous reoccurring nightmares that leave them debilitated, fatigued, irritated, and just really interferes with their daytime functioning, like my friend Lynda Kennedy, who will be joining us later on in the show. So dreams are hallucinations that happen while we are sleeping, particularly in our REM sleep, which is our dream state. And it is one of the most complex and mysterious aspects of sleep. Scientists have discovered a lot about what goes on in the body when we are asleep, like regulating our blood pressure, our body temperature, our brain health, and our immune system as well. But researchers and scientists are still trying to figure out what goes on in our brain and our body when we are dreaming. So what are dreams? Well, when we are awake or conscious, we are aware of our reality and there's some form of logic to it most of the time. But when we are asleep, your brain is still very active during dream sleep. And our dreams don't really make much sense at all. And the reason for this is that our conscious brain is not active at nighttime when we are asleep. Instead, our emotional brain activates our dreams, and it is taught that our brain is working through our emotions without the filter of our conscious brain or our ego brain. And that is why there is no logic, and our dreams can appear very, very strange. So why do we dream? Well, your dream, they may be part of a way for you to confront your emotional dramas and help you with your emotional and mental health. Many experts do believe that dreaming is part of the mind's way of processing emotions and consolidating memory. And some believe that dreaming can be very therapeutic for this reason, and even more so if we pay attention to our dreams. So what happens when we are dreaming? Well, the amygdala, which is the emotional center of our brain, it's inside our brain, in the middle of our brain. It's also part of our survival system, and many of you may know it as the fight or flight system. Now, thankfully, our body produces two chemicals during our REM sleep that turns off our muscles, so we don't literally act out our dreams that could potentially hurt ourselves and our sleeping partner as well. Now, dreaming can help with our flow, our creativity, and this is because the logic filter is switched off, allowing us to see beyond our limitations that we have created for ourselves. And that's really quite significant. Now, our body is so intelligent, and this process is very effective in helping us discover something about ourselves without the ego getting in the way. And it can really help us discover the truth of something, or to really see past what we think we can't do and help us to see new possibilities. So what are nightmares? Well, when a bad dream wakes you up, then it's known as a nightmare. Nightmares are dreams that can be very vivid, very frightening, very scary. And it is normal to occasionally have nightmares. In fact, according to the Sleep Foundation, one study showed that 40%, 47% of college students, they had at least one nightmare in the previous 2 weeks. However, if these nightmares occur frequently, they can negatively interfere with your waking life and your normal daytime functioning. And this is known as a parasomnia, a sleeping disorder. And a parasomnia is unusual behaviors during the nighttime. Now, nightmares tend to be caused by stress and anxiety, especially post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD, from events that we have experienced at some stage in our lifetime. Now, regularly occurring nightmares can be debilitating, as I said, which can lead to other problems, including insomnia. And these nightmares can cause you to be anxious about going to sleep. It can cause frequent awakenings during the nighttime, and it can cause other psychological problems as well. Now, many people experience occasional nightmares throughout their lives, but the American Sleep Association estimates that only 5% of the population experiences persistent nightmares as a sleeping disorder. So how can you stop nightmares and get better sleep? Well, there's many different types of therapy that can help, like CBT for insomnia, or otherwise known as CBTI, lucid dreaming therapy, and hypnosis. So these are other therapies that you can try. But while most of these are extremely effective, it may take some time. Now, I spoke with Lynda about her experience of her lifetime of nightmares, and they literally took over her life, and she almost didn't survive as a result until she found Psio. Now, Psio technology combines a pair of light therapy glasses and an MP3 player, and they synchronize sounds and light for a really complete, unique relaxation experience. So these are the Psio glasses. So let's go over to our conversation with Lynda, where she's going to tell us her story and how she now owes her life to these wonderful Psio glasses. I have Lynda Lynda with me here today.
Lynn or Linda, that's okay.
and we're going to be talking about a product that helped Lynda through a very difficult time in her life, and it's called the Psio device. And the Psio is basically it's a pair of glasses that has light therapy and audio. And some people, obviously you know me as a sleep expert, and there's a lot of people that find it really difficult to relax, and that's what's missing, in my opinion, for a lot of people when it comes to getting asleep at night time. And there's many other factors, but this tool is a fantastic way to help you and to help people to be able to activate the relaxation response that our body absolutely needs. So for Lynda, I'm going to ask you to tell the audience a little bit about your experience with the Psio glasses and the difficulty, why you were using these glasses, and the difficulty that you were having that had you used these glasses, and the results that you got with the glasses.
Okay, I was suffering with night terrors for about 20 odd years, and I searched for a solution, couldn't find one, and I gave up. And I was just suffering terribly, most nights waking up with really bad night terrors, over 20 years, yeah. Wow. And it had a huge impact in my life, where I had to start working part-time. I was under a huge amount of stress during the day because I was so tired, and I was so traumatized because the night terrors were very traumatizing, I could say, because I would wake up, my heart would be racing like crazy during the night, and I couldn't get back to sleep, so there'd be nights where I wouldn't have slept at all. And I would say it was the cause of a lot of build-up of stress over the years from my childhood.
That was never dealt with.
And I understand it now, as the amygdala in the brain can store all that stress, and literally it was firing off at night time because I was suppressing so much of that stress during the day, because I had to work, mind my kids. And at night time, when I'd fall asleep, about an hour into my sleep, literally my brain would just fire off, and I used to have the most frightening night terrors. I suppose I'd given up looking for an answer, and then my sister showed me this device, the Psio glasses. And at that stage I was like, no, I don't want to try it, because I didn't want to be let down again by trying something and it not working. Because, but I was adamant of not going on any medication, because I'd be into health myself, and just didn't want to go down that road, because I knew it wasn't addressing the real issue, and the issue is the subconscious, and that's what these glasses work on. They work on the subconscious through light and sound and voices. It's an extremely simple device in that you don't have to do anything, you just give yourself over to it, and that's what I had difficulty with at the time, was giving myself over and trusting. But from the first day,
because you were trying to control the whole thing.
And I was just so I was surviving, I was in survival mode, and I was like, no, anyway. My sister is very convincing, so
she is.
She's very,
and she's a great stand as well.
And so I can honestly say, hand on heart, from the very first day I used them, the night terrors went.
And I love your story, Lynn, and I know it must have been really painful to go through that for so long a time and to not want to try a new method because you've been let down. I can really hear that.
Yeah, I'd been to a sleep clinic, no use.
You've done everything.
Yeah, they just prescribed medication. They told me I had a sleep disorder. I spent the whole night with these, attachments on my head. I even had a night terror in the sleep clinic.
Wow.
And they did nothing to help.
Yeah.
So after that, I gave up.
Yeah. And Lynda, like what happens when we have these night terrors as well, and we're sleep deprived, obviously, and we know from studies that the amygdala, we're talking about the amygdala, this is the emotional centre of the brain. This is actually amplified, folks, by up to 60% when you after just one night of like 4 hours or less of sleep. It's actually amplified up to 60%. So you can imagine what you were going through. Day after day after day, and you had kids and everything, you see responsibilities as well. So
I actually felt that they were going to kill me eventually. If I kept going on the way I was, they were going to kill me because my heart, like it was affecting my heart, and my body, my mind, every part of me.
So you were waking up and your heart was pumping, and you were obviously hot then as well.
They're extremely stressed.
And we know that when your body heats up and the heart is going, there's more cortisol, and cortisol is a wake-up hormone. So it's just a vicious
cycle. And now I call it, it's called a companion for your mind. And I take it everywhere with me, because I know that it's just my go-to. I'm not saying sometimes I get the odd night terror, but it's mild, and it'd be because maybe I didn't do the glasses that day, or maybe.
Wow. So how long have you been using the glasses now?
About 2 years, I'd say.
2 years.
Yeah. And I need to do it every day in order to keep it, less and less, because the amygdala is coming down. So it's
So to keep it at bay, but it's rewiring the brain as well at the same time, because the more you're using it, it's rewiring the brain and putting those new neural pathways in, and this has been scientifically shown. And also it helps to reduce those brain waves, help to calm down, get the gamma going and all that, so as to initiate that relaxation and to enable us to sleep well at night time, as we're getting that really deep restorative sleep that we absolutely need. So Lynda, so I can really hear a massive success story.
Oh yeah,
in all
sure.
of this.
I'm like, it's people have to know about this, because it works for not just night terrors, but for depression, for even just to have a power nap. If you're tired after work and you need to go out in the evening, like there's a program for everything, and it's like,
there's programs for like pain, for addiction, for emotional trauma, stress, help you to relax. There's guided meditation, there's just music, there's loads, so something to suit everybody. And it really is. I use it myself, obviously, and Jeanette introduced me to the Psio device, and it really is a godsend, because you know what, meditation is something that I tell a lot of people to do, but some people run a mile when you talk about meditation, right? Because they're like, I'm too busy.
It requires effort. This requires no effort.
Exactly. So you can just put them on. You don't have to do anything. You just have to give yourself over, like you did. And it does it for you. So you can see how I'm really excited about this. I didn't know. Oh my God, everyone else. But
I don't do these interviews, by the way, but I will do it for this.
Because, I love it because everyone it's like people rely on going to the doctor and just hand themselves over to the doctor, and they're handing their power away to other people. Look, doctors do have the place and all the rest, but there's so much that we can do as individuals as well to empower ourselves and to get our health back. And this is really your message that you're giving to people through your success story. So Lynda, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for being so vulnerable and open and sharing your story and telling people about this amazing product, because it really is. It does so many things in so many different levels for people to help you manage your stress, help you to be able to relax, because there's so much anxiety, there's so much depression out there at the moment, and especially in the world we're living in at the moment, so much fear. So it can help to reduce all of that and give you back your power. So that's absolutely fantastic. So Lynda, listen, thank you
you're
so
welcome,
much
Joanne.
again,
You're welcome.
and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care.
Thank you.
What a wonderful success story by my wonderful friend Lynda Kennedy. And just to give you a little bit more information on the Psio technology, it is a scientifically proven solution with no side effects. And unlike drugs, this method has been proven after 30 years of practice that there are no side effects. And Psio has also obtained the certificate of total safety for the eyes by the French National Measurement Laboratory as well. So that's really important. So thousands of users all around the world are using this well-known technology. So for over 30 years, this technique has been used in university clinics as a rapid relaxation in very stressful environments in operating rooms or sleep laboratories as well. So it really is a fantastic way to use technology to really just have this device do the work for you, and it has proven success results. So thanks to these Psio sessions now, you can fall asleep more easily and you can really reach that deep sleep where you can have that rejuvenation, that recovery, the cellular repair, which is vitally important for our maintenance and our health and our overall well-being. I do offer free sessions, free 30-minute sessions on the device. So if you're interested in that, do reach out and let me know, johanncallaghan.com, or you can find me on my social media channels. All the links are in the show notes below. And also, I'm going to give you some more research links on the Psio device, this technology, so you can have a look through that, all about melatonin, the light technology, lots and lots of information. So if you do want to further explore this technology, do check that out as well. So until next time, I will see you soon and have a great week. Bye now.